Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Beyond Light Season of the Splicer, Solstice of Heroes Intel. And today, once again, is Friday, so we have our Friday update. XUR, Mr. Spaghetti Face, is back once again, as well as Trials of Osiris. So we'll be taking you through all the updates and information regarding those two things, and of course, all the glitches, farms, and cheeses that are still available in the Destiny 2 world at the moment that you can take advantage of heading into the weekend. But before we do, I just want to remind everybody I'm still doing the giveaway on my YouTube channel. The next one will be at 50,000 subscribers. All you have to do to be entered into that giveaway is like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on all the post notifications, that bell that's right next to the big red subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. And as always, if you stick around till the end of the video, I'll have that secret hashtag you can leave in the comments section to be entered into that giveaway a second time for this video. And remember, those stack between all videos, so if you haven't done this on a previous piece of content on this channel, why not go back, check out another video, and of course, do it again. Alright, so first, let's cover Mr. Spaghetti Face himself. Today, XUR is selling the Sunshot, great weapon, especially with certain mods at the moment, so definitely pick it up if you don't have it. Explosive rounds, highlight targets, and Sunblast sort of chain explodes everything in the vicinity. This is good when paired with some of the Warmind mods, especially the ones that Warmind sells based on solar explosions. I can't remember the exact description of that mod, but I think most people will know what I'm talking about. We have the Orphidius Scythe, the toughest exotic to pronounce in the world, at least for myself. Destiny 2 world, of course. Grants 2 knives per charge for the Hunter class. 65 total roll, 26, excuse me, I almost said 62, that would be something. 26 strength, 16 mobility, and 12 resilience. Pretty good roll all around. We have their Severance Enclosure for the Titan class with a 59 total garbage roll. Don't pick this up unless you absolutely need it. It's a fairly even distribution, I have to say, though. Powered melee kills and finishers unleash explosions. It's actually kind of a cool exotic, but not the greatest roll on it today. And then we have the Orphidian Aspects, my favorite exotic to use for PvP if you're playing on the Warlock class, with a 61 total roll, which is not bad. 17 recovery, 15 intellect, that's not too terrible. Improved weapons, ready, speed, reload, and melee range. These used to actually be a lot better, but then they actually buffed the static melee range for Warlocks, so I think it was 3 meters and this was 6 meters for this particular exotic. Now I think it's 4 meters, still 6 for this. I wish they buffed this to like 8 or something. That would be pretty cool. Overall, definitely the Orphidius Scythe is probably the best roll for this week, as it is a 65 total. But in general, kind of a weak week for XUR. A weak week. Double weeks. Remember, you can also pick up the exotic Cipher if you don't have an exotic Cipher. If you do, this will not be available, but remember, you need one of these if you want to pick up weapons from the tower kiosk. So make sure that you have one. If this is not available, you probably have an exotic Cipher hanging around somewhere, so make sure that you go and check. If you are a Warlock, I would definitely suggest going and picking up the chest piece from 801 this week. It is pretty epic. This is my version of it. It's a 28 recovery and 25 intellect. That's about as good as you're going to get. 61 total, but you can make up for it with the right amount of mods. Those two particular things are just incredible to get that high level of. So make sure you get it. We'll head over to Same 14, because where XUR lacks this week, Trials looks like it's going to make up for it. Because today, for the 3-win bounty, we have, once again, the most sought after, at least I believe it's the most sought after, maybe it's like number 2 now, next to the sniper, hand cannon, the 120 RPM Igneous hammer. This is available for the 3 wins, so it's pretty much free. Giving away Igneous hammers this week. Get the bounty, get the 3 wins, you can get it for both. get some extra rolls on that Igneous. 5 wins and 7 wins, as well as flawless, are not currently known, but they will be listed in the description box down below at the time of posting, maybe a little bit after posting if I get the updates then. And that's pretty much it for those 2 things. Also, take advantage of the Gunsmith today if you need some extra upgrade modules, as Spider is selling, I believe it's Dusklight shards for legendary shards. It's the only thing he's selling for legendary shards today. It's unfortunate because yesterday he was selling everything for legendary shards, which was pretty great. Hopefully some people took advantage of that. You can also buy upgrade modules today for those Dusklight shards. Not Duck Light shards, Dusklight shards. And, of course, there's a few other things still going on, still able to take advantage of. Of course, when you're going for spoil farming, you can still do the Kali encounter solo from the Last Wish raid. And of course, you can still sneak in to the Vault of Glass to get that first raid chest fairly easily, as well as if you're willing to take a little bit more time, you can get that second and third raid chest from the Vault of Glass for 5 spoils each. Kali encounter will give you 3 for each character. So, it's a pretty good haul of spoils if you are willing to go for it, if you are that solo player and you're just a little desperate, or you just need a few extra things. Remember that this guy, the Sleeper Simulant, did get a pretty huge buff. All linear fusion rifles did get a buff, but it really wasn't affecting the Sleeper Simulant as well as it should have at the beginning of the season. I think that might be because I think it's the only exotic linear fusion rifle, but right now this thing is wrecking in Vault of Glass. So though it might not be the best method to use, there are a few other things that you can use under the right circumstances that will be better, mainly this guy, the Two-Tailed Fox, if you can do it right. But for the average, maybe pickup group, I think Sleeper Simulant is actually in a really good place. Definitely on tier with the Anarchy, which has been the thing that most people have been using for the beginning of this particular raid, or at least since this raid's been released. One thing to keep in mind, if you are doing the heroic version of the Vault of Glass, let me just cue that up really quick. Going for that 1350. There's a couple of ways that you can keep from getting the champions, at least in the first stage, which seems to give people a lot of trouble. You can also use this in any stage. This is to keep them from actually spawning while still being able to complete it. If you are using anything in the Stasis subclass that freezes the particular ads, if you freeze the Minotaurs, and I probably will talk about this a little bit more over the weekend because there's a whole bunch of particular glitches revolving around this at the moment. If you freeze those Minotaurs, sort of like we would do during the Templar encounter, the champions don't spawn. So you can just kind of get them low on health and then freeze them, or just kind of drag them around the map for you. Just don't let them actually die, and you won't actually get any champions. Kind of an interesting thing, but something to maybe think about. I don't know if they get, I haven't actually done this myself yet, so I don't know if there's champions during the Templar encounter, or excuse me, the Gatelord encounter, but you could probably use the same method in both. So just keep that in mind. There's also going to be a few things I might cover over the weekend about how to stay unmarked by the Void, or at least when you get marked, get out of it, even if you don't have the relic user near you, or even keep from getting teleported. So look out for those things. Maybe Sunday, or maybe tomorrow if I can get around to it. It's been kind of a busy couple of weeks. But that is going to be it for all the information in today's video. Oh, well, one more thing. We do have, of course, the Nightfall this week, which is the Inverted Spire, which is actually a very easy Nightfall to do. for the Grand Master. I've been hearing, I don't know if I believe that, but certainly a lot of people have been seeming to get it done. So it's a couple of places that you can really stay out of danger in that particular strike. So I might cover those also. It's been around for a while, so a lot of people might know those already. It's also a fairly long strike. So, you know, if you're going for 100K, there's actually a lot of places where you can farm out a lot of kills at the 1310 difficulty, or even the 1280. Might be, if you have a good enough group working together, you might be able to get an easy 100K on that. I know I've done it before. I've had a little bit of a difficulty doing it this week, but I know it can be done. So just keep those things in mind. Thank you all so much for watching all the way till this point in the video. If you have, please leave a hashtag XUR, or a hashtag Trials of Osiris, or a hashtag Beyond Light, or a hashtag Solstice of Heroes, or Season of the Splicer in the comments section down below. And as always, I am Wilhelm Scream. Of course, we will see you in the next video. Little